bells jingle all the way.
Oh, what? You're expecting someone else? Ho, ho.
Hollywood. All right. Dear Santa. This is a movie played by Jack Black. We do have some others in here as well. Keegan-Michael, Post Malone is also featured in this movie. And the whole idea is when a young boy mails his Christmas wish list to Satan with one crucial spelling error, a dwelling Jack Black arrives to wreak havoc on the holidays. Supposed to be a comedy, but you get the point of what the movie is pretty much saying. So this young boy, summon Satan instead of Santa. So you just stick the N, you add it in the end, and you got yourself Satan. So let's take a listen at the trailer because people are tripping over this. We're going to read some comments also. So this is the movie.
Every Christmas, something magical happens.
Dear Santa.
When a kid sends a letter to Santa. But Liam...
To Santa.
...is a crappy speller.
This looks like fun.
Oh, that's putrid.
Thank you.
What do you want?
You summoned me.
Not what I expected.
What'd you expect?
In the movies, the reindeer usually have the antlers, not you.
Kid, are you high?
I'm ready for this.
You lucked out big time. I'm way better than Santa. Ho, ho, frickin' ho. You, my friend, are getting 3 wishes.
You mean like a genie?
They stole that from me. By the way, after you make your wishes, I'm taking your soul.
What?
You ain't never had a friend like me. Okay, that I may have stolen from Aladdin. Now we're even. Let me show you a few of the things I could do for you. I'll be right back.
It's Post Malone.
Leo!
Look, I'm worried Santa's going to trick me into getting my soul.
I think he's just confused.
We believe you.
No.
Yo, down here! What are you waiting for? Go make a move! Sue me, I'm thirsty.
I tried everything. That kid's incorruptible.
What about doing something out of kindness?
I don't even know what you just said. I mean, I know all the words, but I just never heard them in that order.
You know this man?
I'm his uncle. Beat it.
Who do you think you are talking to me like that? Oh!
That doesn't sound right.
Pardon me, kombucha.
Watch this.
Lock. No! Please! Never trust a thought. You just gambled and lost.
Nice to meet you. The pleasure was mine.
Oh boy. Well, this is the movie. So I don't know what you're gonna make of this. I know some people will quickly jump on the bandwagon of condemning Santa and Christmas, which we can make a case against that for certain. But I think you don't want to miss the mark here. The mark is very simple. They are marketing Satanism to children. That's the goal, and they're doing it through a holiday that is, at least in the United States, and we can say of other places as well, Christmas is considered a Christian holiday. You and I both know that's not really how things went, okay? But I wouldn't butcher it too much because I think it can be used as a positive means to reach a lot of souls because their minds are toward Christ, and that's what we're trying to do. But here is the point, though. The fact it came out around this time, the fact is being done to children, the fact Satan is being glorified here almost as a positive image, creating some level of sympathy for him, that's the point of the movie you do not want to miss. Now, first we're going to have to ask this question. Should we be shocked by Hollywood making statement like that? Should we be shocked by that? Because it seems like this has been a common practice in Hollywood. And remember this, not too long ago. We had all these Satanism stuff on display.
Last night's Grammys, they, as Smith now prefers to be called, identified as Satan.
Katy Perry performs Dark Horse at the Grammys.
Blood Sneakers, Lil Nas X's collaboration with art collective Mischief. The 666 pair of sneakers feature gold pentagrams, inverted crosses, as well as human blood inside the sole.
Destiny thing. I made a bargain with it, long time ago, and I'm holding up my end.
What was your bargain?
To get where I am now.
Should I ask who you made the bargain with?
with the chief commander.
On this earth?
And on this earth, and then in the world we can't see.
I got introduced to the music industry through gospel music. I swear I wanted to be like the Amy Grant of music. Yeah. But it didn't work out, and so I sold my soul to the devil.
So we get the point, right? Hollywood is not meant to be a Christian place. It never was, never will be. The city of the stars. I should say the fallen stars. But the fact they're appealing to children is also not a new thing either. It's been going on for a long time. I'm not sure if I'm becoming desensitized to this stuff because I hear it all the time. We just have to shield our children from it. We just got to shield our children and protect our family from this stuff. Be careful what they watch, have the dialogue before Hollywood does, right? Jack Black loves Satan. Actor in music Jack Black is unashamed worshiper of Satan. So this has been a thing. He has publicly said so, and we're not going to read everything here. There's some words here that we can't say. And again, this is just the way it is in Hollywood, man. They have been publicly sounding the alarm and telling you who they worship. So this movie is just another confirmation of the fact that these people are extremely weird.
Thank you to Satan for giving me inspiration on how to play this role.
Thank you to Satan for giving me inspiration. And I can go on and on to show you videos where this has been confirmed. So I want to quickly share with you, Jack Black, again, is not the first time Jack Black has been pushing Satanism. He even had a prayer at a MTV award, which was 2009, where he had everybody praying directly to Satan. What else do you want to see?
Listen, since we're giving a rock award tonight, who wants to pray to the devil with me? Who's in with me? Come on, hey, let me see those horns. Let me see those horns. Metal, 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 metal. All right, now take the hand of the person next to you. Come on, Leighton. Dear Dark Lord Satan, hope everything's good with you. I'm doing fine myself. Just want to say hi and ask you to grant tonight's nominees continued success in the music industry. How was that?
Metal.
And extremely disturbing indeed. Let's read some of the comments, okay, so see what people are saying and how people are feeling about this. Make this a little bit bigger. Somebody says, this is anti-Christian. They won't do this to any other religious body. Have you noticed that? Other religion has their holidays, right? I'm not here so much making a case for Christmas because we can have this argument. But the point I'm trying to say is, how come Hollywood does not go after any other religion, whether it is Islam or Judaism, and they can go, they have their own holidays that you can go after, right? You can address and make movies and make fun about it, but they don't do that. That's why this statement is actually spot on. This is anti-Christian. So, and again, we can make the case, is even Christmas Christian, right? And Lady Lark get it. Trying to make Satan more appealing to children. Not even a hard pass. Straight up, no. Exactly, and that's kind of the point. What I'm trying to say is the fact they are desensitizing our children and exposing them to Satanism and normalizing the whole idea in their head, making them think it's a good thing to appeal to Satan and that he's not that bad of a person, you know what I'm saying? So it's an act of evangelism, if you were to ask me, but more for the kingdom of darkness. Somebody say Jack Black sold his soul. Well, It's nothing new. We all know that one for sure. Others are saying that they will never watch another thing from Jack Black ever again. And I think you should say we should have stayed away from people like that in a long time anyway. And here's the point. Keep your kids away from this kind of evil crap. That's the Christian move right there, right? You have to provide alternative for your children in these days. And the fact of the matter is, friends, we do have some people in the world today who are trying to desensitize your children and normalize all kind of evil behaviors. This was also a clip in the movie that, and again, you get this sense of what is happening here. The clip is showing that the children came out saying, we love, you're supposed to say Santa, but they also had an issue with the spelling. So you get the same idea. But again, the whole idea is they still trying to put out this message, showing that there is somewhat this glorification of Satanism in our nation today. That's abundantly clear as well.
It's been a year, it doesn't surprise me. Merry Christmas, I wrapped it up and sent it with a note saying
Scully. There we go. That's funny.
I'm beginning to.
You and I both know that was intentional. It's all about the messaging. It's all about the messaging at the end. Friends, we got to pray for our children and pray for our children. And I love this man's remark on his TikTok channel.
Have you guys seen this? In this new movie called Dear Santa starring Jack Black, they are teaching your kids to sell their soul to Satan. Wow. Now, what do you think the overall message of this movie really is? Oh, it's just a comedy Christmas movie. Lighten up. Let me tell you something. The underlying message of this movie is teaching your kids to call out to Satan and ask him for things. That is what children are going to take away from this movie. Listen, this is so real that even the main character they chose for the movie, Jack Black, revealed and depicted himself as selling his soul to Satan in a music video he did. Yes, this is a very intentional and real message they are trying to give your children. The idea of Santa and reindeers within itself is demonic and satanic in its origin. Oh, you think that the word Santa just sounds like Satan by accident? The word Santa is a word permutation of the word Satan. Why do you think his suit is red? Kind of like Satan. Where do you think the reindeer come from? They come from a character called Krampus, which is a demon. What's that nickname for Santa again? Oh yeah, Saint Nick. Do you know what a nickname of Satan is? Old Nick. And Santa's laugh, ho ho ho. Do you know where that comes from? In the 16th century, long before there were movie theaters, they would put on plays. And the devil's trademark laugh in those plays was ho ho ho. And this later became Santa's trademark laugh. So no, this movie is not just entertainment. This movie is a real message to your children. Do you know movies are the most powerful and effective tool of spreading propaganda and ideas and beliefs? It is one of the most effective ways to subconsciously plant messages and beliefs in people's mind. Why do you think our government has a budget for movies? Oh, you didn't know? That's a fact. Our government has funded movies. And interestingly enough, a lot of movies about war and the history of our country. Now, why do you think they would do that? What kind of messages or beliefs are they trying to implant in our mind? Oh, we're going to go deeper into it, and I'm going to show you guys proof, but I'm not going to do it here. This is the type of information I cannot share publicly, but I can share it privately right here on my Patreon channel. So head over and subscribe, and we will finish this conversation. I'll leave the link in the description. I'll also leave the link right here. Head over right now, subscribe, and I'll see you guys there. As always, God bless you and shalom.
Well, there you have it, friends. This is highly weird for you, and I don't think you need to hear any more of that. I do not want to disturb your day today, but I want to end on a positive note. Number one, we know what the Bible says. Let's put a few scriptures together here. John 10:10 tells us that Satan has come, the enemy has come to steal, to kill, and to destroy. But Jesus says, I am come that they might have life, that they might have it more abundantly. So that is the function of the enemy. But he's not going down without a fight. We are told that his purpose is to deceive as many as possible. He is transforming himself into an angel of light. And the Bible says, don't be deceived by this. Now, the other aspect when it comes to Hollywood that I want to speak about, when it comes to choosing movies for your children, and we think about this in our homes, we talk about it with our children. There's some things they just can't watch. Even my son knows he has to come to me and have a conversation. We try to warn them as much as possible. Do we always do a perfect job at that? Do we always catch it? Not always, but we try to. Well, here is a principle by the scripture that you can go with when it comes to choosing what to watch and how to make these decisions, especially in times like these. Finally, my brethren, we are told, whatsoever things are true, whatsoever things are honest, whatsoever things are just, whatsoever things are pure, whatsoever things are lovely, whatsoever things are of good report, if there be any virtue and if there be any praise, think on these things. So if you want to watch something in particular, you got to make sure it is true. So if it's not true, fictitious stories, be aware and be careful. This is not to say all fiction stories are bad. There can be a positive message in it, but it's just you have to filter these matters very carefully through the lens of these principles outlined. It has to be honest. It has to be just. If it's unjust, if it's impure, if it's not lovely, not a good report, if there's no virtue, there's no praise, you stay away from these things. So this is one of the ways you can filter through that. Is it an easy process nowadays to find decent movies to watch? Not exactly. The world is becoming less and less Christian. We are literally living in a time where Isaiah 5 verse 20 is being fulfilled. Okay? What is happening in society? They are calling good evil and evil good. This is what's happening. This is what's happening today. So more of this is going to keep happening, and I think there's going to be some pushback, and the Christians are going to respond, and the fact is being done somewhat attacking the Christian faith, not so much touching any other faiths. It goes to show that's the way the enemy goes about it. And again, this is a confirmation for me that Christianity is the true faith. Therefore, if the enemy is mad with the Christian faith, it tells me then I must be in the right faith, right? So I can say a lot more than that, but again, Holly Weird doing what they do. It is not a new thing. I call them Holly Weird for a purpose because that's just what they are. That's just what they are. They are extremely weird with their Satanism, and we can go on and condemn and speak against that. But I will say this, these people need to be prayed for. They do. They need to be prayed for, and you need to keep them away from your children. That's all I'm gonna say about that. I would like to hear from you. Link in the description below if you have any question. Like and subscribe to the page. Click the bell icon for more. Where do you stand when it comes to this, man? Do you think this is a good movie? Would you love to take your children to go watch this movie? How do you in your own home make sure your kids are being kept away from stuff like this? What are some things that you do? Let's have the conversation below to see what we can learn from each other at the same time. Until next time, have a good one. Bye.